Okay, so as you can see, we're on YouTube today. I'm gonna be making a very different video. I woke up, it's almost 8 in the morning. I woke up and I open up YouTube and I see on my recommended page, Dave Bluntz has uploaded a new video. And I'm thinking, okay, that's great. I like Dave Bluntz. I like his sound. Um, I'm gonna click on this and give it a watch. As you can see, I got about 37 seconds in, and I immediately had to get up and go get coffee. And I had the thought, you know what? Based on the reaction I had within the first 30 or so seconds, I need to make a video of me just reacting to this and just talking about it because I feel like that might be entertaining. So let me know in the future if this is something you want me to do more often. Dave Bluntz is somebody, if you've never... Oh, and by the way, I'm going to be pausing and talking a lot in this video, so if you want to listen to the entire thing, I will try and remember to link this video in the description, or just go check him out. You can see the name and the name of the song and all that stuff on YouTube. But yeah, Dave Bluntz is one of those people who, like, when it comes to his music, it sounds really good sonically. Like, the beat is good, the production is good, the mixing is good, the vocals are good. Like, everything sounds good. The problem isn't that, it's it's lyrics. So I'm going to be going over some of that in this video. Alright, so I'm going to rewind this and let it play. I'm not sure if I'll get copyright stricken for this, or if I'll have to do something with the audio or anything like that, but I guess we'll find out. So here's Dave Blunt's Bigger. So the beginning of this, the very beginning of this, there's nothing crazy about it. So I will say that that is like his signature thing, is the yeah, 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 yeah. He does that in pretty much every single song, which I guess that's cool, you know, if that's your like your signature tag on, you know, or whatever you want to call that. So yeah, I don't mind that.
Yeah. Said I lost weight and they said I got bigger. That's okay.
This is where I started to lose it. This 25 said I lost weight. No, I lost weight, but they said I got bigger. And then he's like playing into it, and he's just massive. I might also be using some profanity in this video, so if you're used to me not hearing me use profanity and you don't want to hear that, you might want to click off the video. He is fucking massive. He's huge. Now, as funny as this is, and like as much as it's entertaining to see this, it does seem like he reads the comments and takes them too seriously. That being said, this is him kind of making a joke out of the situation. But at the same time, if you weren't reading those comments to begin with, or, you know, whatever, I feel like you may not have made the choice to make this sort of visual for this song, or the lyrics for that matter. Yeah, it seems like he reads comments and takes them a little bit too seriously, in my opinion. I don't know. Feel free to disagree. And I also feel like if he just didn't do that, or if he paid less attention to the comments, or maybe just realized that half the people are either trolling or children, either actual children or adults that haven't matured at all and, you know, don't know how to act, I feel like he would be in a better place as far as, you know, or at least if he's in the place that I think he might be based on this sort of thing, I feel like he would be better off if he didn't. That being said, I'm not him, and I'd have no clue, you know what's actually going on in his mind. So,
that's okay.
Okay, I gotta go back.
That's okay, cause I'm still that nigger. That's okay, cause
I can't comment on the N-word for obvious reasons. I don't know if the color correction's coming through. But yeah, I can't comment on that. I don't know that I would use that word, again, for obvious reasons. But yeah, it is what it is.
I'm still that nigger. That's okay, cause I'm still that monkey. Can't see my dick, but your bitch still.
Okay. That's where I really lost. Are we 37? No, we're not even all the way to where I stopped. Okay. Calling yourself a monkey is a choice. It's a choice. Hang on, let me listen to the actual lyric again. I can't. Okay. It's okay because I'm still that monkey. Can't see my dick.
Can't see my dick, but your bitch still fuck me. Found me.
But your bitch still fuck me. These lyrics are insane. I feel like only certain people can get away with something like this and be successful. And let me go back and see what his sub count is. Okay, so when I first started, am I sub to him? I am sub to him. Yeah, I've been subbed to Dave Blunts for a while. I want to say I subbed when he had like, and this is gonna sound like such a hipster thing, before he was popular or whatever. I want to say he was at like 40K or something like that. I don't actually remember, but he's actually grown quite a bit, and I think for good reason. He has a very good sound. Again, the problem isn't the sound; it's the lyrics. They are insane. All right, let's go back a couple seconds.
That nigga, that's okay, 'cause I'm still that monkey. See my dick, but your bitch
What did he say?
lift my tummy. I done found me a bitch that don't care if I'm small. I done found me a bitch that'll drain my. A bitch that'll lift my tummy. I done found me a bitch that don't care if I'm small. I done found me.
I found a bitch that'll lift my tummy who doesn't care if I'm small. I mean, if that's what you're looking for in a relationship, that's awesome. You go you. Or you do you. My bad.
Found me a bitch that don't care if I'm small. I done found me a bitch that'll drain my balls. Like an illegal immigrant.
I'm not even gonna say that. Again, sonically, I like the way that this song sounds. Like the production, the vocals, everything sounds good. It's the lyrics.
If I'm small, I done found me a bitch that'll drain my balls. Like an illegal immigrant, I paid her walk. Got a Chinese bitch tryna eat.
Oh, I didn't even get this far yet. Can I put this in a YouTube video? Hang on, let me. Anyway, all right, let's go back.
Illegal immigrant, I paid her walk. Chinese bitch that'll lift my tummy. Found me a bitch that don't care if I'm small. I found me a bitch that'll drain my balls. Illegal immigrant, I paid her walk. Chinese bitch tryna eat my dog. Got a New York bitch tryna eat my friend. Got an Indian bitch tryna dance.
He's just saying things at this point. He's talking about different races and how they'll do different things. But
Eat my friend. Got an Indian bitch tryna dance in the rain. Ever since I blew up, niggas said that I changed. She rubbed my stomach so good that I can't. Bad bitch when I'm fucking like sure.
she rubbed my stomachs. Oh boy. I think you need to they make medications for stuff like that.
Good that I can. Bad bitch when I'm fucking like sure, okay. Bad bitch in my crib and she go both ways. Whip out my dick on your bitch and start peeing. White bitch tryna be
Whip my dick on your bitch and start peeing. That is a lyric.
black like Ian. White bitch tryna be black.
Wait, what did he say about Ian?
Whip out my dick on your bitch and start peeing. White bitch tryna be black like Ian. White bitch tryna be.
Trying to be black like Ian. No comment because I don't listen to Ian's music and I don't really know anything about him. But yeah, that's definitely a
Whip out my dick on your bitch and start peeing. White bitch tryna be black like Ian. White bitch tryna be black like me. 50 cents, baby mama really likes me. If you say my name, it's a
What is his deal with pee? He's got a lot of lyrics about peeing on people or people liking pee, it seems. It sounds like he's got a fetish of some kind, which is cool, you know. It's you do you, boo. But like, why are you putting that in a song is my question. I guess it's art. You can put whatever you want in the song. And to be fair, I probably have some lyrics. I actually have a single out. But I probably have some lyrics that I've written that just aren't the best either. Maybe not that like that, but you know.
the hype is what we should believe. I spit a few
Okay, so it sounds like he's calling out some people that might have done some things or messaged people or whatever, like with minors.
hours. Summers DM'd the bitch, she was only 16. And he said that the hype is what we should believe. Slow down, bitch.
Hang on, let's go back.
Spit a few bands on my chrome hearts fit. I look at the bitch off cause she fucking stunned me. I need me a white nigga say I'm the shit. Nigga, come get your bitch cause she fucking a clip. Like slow down, bitch, cause she just bit the tip. And I used to sip on the
Slow down, you just bit the tip. You need to. Nah, never mind, no comment.
Come get your bitch cause she fucking a clip. Like slow down, bitch, cause she just bit the tip. And I used to sip on the white trip. I found me a bitch off of plenty of fish. She just be doing whatever I wish. She just be doing whatever I say. I beat up the pussy, I made the bitch fame. I put down the cup, bitch.
So she do whatever I say, I beat that up.
She just be doing whatever I wish. She just be doing whatever I say.
I guess I could comment on the she just does what I say thing. I don't obviously agree with that. Relationships should be like in my opinion, should be a 50-50 thing. You know, like nobody should be the commander. That being said, there are relationships that work well when one person tends to take the lead on things, but that doesn't mean that person's will, you know, supersedes the other person's will at any point. If it's a healthy relationship, in my opinion. But obviously, this is art. It's not like, I don't think it's meant to be taken 100% seriously.
I'm on the walk of the trail. I feel bitch off a plenty of fish. She just be doing whatever I wish. She just be doing whatever I say. I beat up the pussy, I made a bitch fake. I put down the cup, bitch, I put down the drain. She get on her knees, but no, she don't pray.
So I put down the cup, I put down the
Put
drink.
down the cup, bitch, I put down the drain. She get on her knees, but no.
Yeah, I think I've seen some stuff on his social where he stopped drinking lean, or at least publicly stopped drinking lean, and he's got like water instead, which, like, unironically, bravo, that's hard to do. Like, people don't realize how addictive, well, any substance can be, but especially lean. People think because of, I guess, the way that it's portrayed in music and stuff, that you could just sip on that and you'll feel great and there's nothing, there's nothing wrong. People don't realize you're going to get addicted to it just like any other drug, and then the withdrawals are going to be horrible, which for a lot of people, withdrawals are the reason why they can't stop doing a drug. It's not necessarily the fact that they don't have the willpower to, like, say no to something. For a lot of people, that is the case, but for other people, that isn't the case. It's not necessarily the being able to say no. It's the fact that they know that they're going to have withdrawal symptoms and they know how bad they're going to be. And that's, for some people, what makes it so hard to quit some drugs, is the fact that they just can't stand the withdrawal symptoms. And the only way to keep them away is to keep using the drug. Because the withdrawal symptoms for stuff like this are horrible. They're terrible. Like, depending on the drug, you could get, constipation, other GI problems, diarrhea, cramping. You can get like sweats. You can get like nervousness. Your heart rate can change. Like, you can get all kinds of horrible side effects. And the way I'm describing it probably isn't even half as bad as how it actually feels. So, like, drugs are not something to mess around with, like, at all. Like, you need to understand what you're getting into. And when it comes to certain drugs, you just shouldn't try them. Like, I think lean is probably one of those things, because, and the reason for that is, in order to take lean at a dose where you feel the effects that some of these people do it, you have to take more than the recommended dosage. There's a reason there's a recommended dosage for certain medications. It's because once you exceed that, there are side effects, there's addiction, there's all kinds of other stuff that comes along with it that makes it very, very dangerous. So
She get on her knees, but no, she don't pray. I told her to leave, but she wanna stay. And I fell in love with a bitch that was gay. And we just be playing with scissors all day. Said she was
we'd just be playing with. I found a bitch that she was gay or something like that, and then we're playing with scissors all day. That's actually that's a funny line.
doing whatever I say. I beat up the pussy, I made a bitch fake. I put down the coverage, I put down the drink. She get on her knees, but no, she don't pray. I told her to leave, but she wanna stay. And I fell in love with a bitch that was gay. And we just
I fell in love with a bitch that is gay.
love with a bitch that was gay. And we just be playing with scissors all day. Said she was gay, but I do not believe her. Cause I know that she is a eater. And I ride around with my heater. So I hope you isn't a tweaker. Got on
No comment on that. He fell in love with somebody who's gay and they're not interested, and it sounds like he wants to be involved with him in some kind of way, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. You can't really make somebody change in that way. At least I don't think you can. I'm pretty sure, like, your sexuality is, like, that's more or less set in stone. I've never heard of somebody who legitimately changed their sexuality. The only thing you ever see are people who, like, go to, like, and I don't even think this is a thing anymore, but I'm pretty sure at some point there were, like, camps or whatever where people would go and try to get, or like religious camps or religious something or another, where they try to make you not gay anymore, which isn't going to work. I don't know what goes on in those things, but that's not how the human body, that's not how sexuality works. You can't do that. It's ridiculous.
I do not believe her, cause I know that she is a eater. And I ride around with my heater. So I hope you isn't a tweaker. Got on the game and I cussed out a squeaker. Fucking your bitch and she said she a squirter. I know she lied when she said that it hurt her.
Every song by Dave Blunt talks about a chick ejaculating. Every single one of them. If you haven't heard Dave Blunt's music before, and you want to hear lyrics about that, go listen to Dave Blunt's, I guess. Every single song. And at this point, it's just kind of like whatever, because I've heard so many of his lyrics, or enough of them, where he's just talking about that exact same topic, where it doesn't faze me as much. But if somebody hasn't heard Dave Blunt's before, and you just hear him talking or rapping like this, it's going to throw you back, which I guess is part of the marketing scheme. People are going to be shocked by how he's rapping and the lyrics that he's using. which is cool, I guess. But I wonder how much that will affect his like staying power when it comes to sticking around and like growing his audience beyond the people that are cool with that sort of extreme or that sort of like out there sort of lyric. Okay, I kind of want to talk about the production for a second. Let me go back. There are no hi-hats in this song at all, which I find interesting. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure he has a bunch of other songs that are the same way. Like, none of them have hi-hats at all. And it's just, like main snare, main clap, whatever they're using for that. And then like an 808 or a kick or something. And that's like it. Which is an interesting choice because it leaves a lot of space and it makes it so that the listener really has to focus in on the vocals, basically. Which can be a good thing, or it could be a bad thing, depending on the vocals. In this case, I think it works because he's got such shocking lyrics that you're already going to be kind of focused on the lyrics, but now you really are because there's not as much other stuff production-wise happening. So it makes it so that you really have to pay attention, and then when you do pay attention, you're like, "What in the hell am I listening to?" Depending on the lyrics that you're listening to. Really the big thing about this song was the very beginning of it. It had me rolling. Like I was sitting here, I started watching it, got about 37 seconds in, and I had to get up, leave, go make coffee, come back, and like gather myself before I could make a video about it. I guess another thing I could comment on as far as the production is a lot of his music, a lot of his beats have a very similar vibe to them. They're all very like brass heavy or wind heavy, like that, like in the background. Let me see if I can find a part. Yeah, wah, wah, like the brass. And it sounds like they're very wide as well. Yeah, so a lot of his music seems to use a lot of those brass and wind instruments, which is cool. It's a cool style. I like it. Although I would like to hear him kind of branch out a little bit more and use, some darker beats or some darker music. Because everything, like I said, everything has that similar vibe to it. That very, like it's almost not regal, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Not happy music, but it's like in between happy and like intense, somewhere in there, depending on the beat. I guess happy is not really the right way to describe it. It's like uplifting, I guess. It's like an uplifting, but kind of hard-hitting beat kind of put together. And a lot of his music kind of has that similar vibe and similar feel. So I would like him to do some more like I said, darker stuff, some grittier things. Maybe try a different genre as far as the like drums are concerned, because a lot of them, like I said, are very open, very spacey. It might be cool to hear him experiment a little bit more with something different. But yeah, that was Dave Blunt's Bigger. Let me know in the comments if you would like to see something like this in the future, or if you have a particular song you want me to react to in the future, let me know. But yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this, so any feedback would be greatly appreciated. So thank you. Bye-bye.